going on?
Hello, wonderful people.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Wow, this is all strange. Okay.
And there was a crackling. I think that was Tim's earphones, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
No, I think it was Faith. She was cracking when I got here.
Okay. Oh, hi, Faith. Faith is the first time we're having Faith on the call, I think.
Yes. Hi.
Hello there. Wonderful. Hi, Angela. Hi, Eva. So many people today.
I'm really just saying hello. I only have a moment, and my daughter happened to have just gone upstairs to fold the laundry, and I said, "Oh, I go say hello." Nice to
That's
see you all. And your sweet smile, Mindy.
thank you. You too. It's been a while again.
It has.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What have I walked into? I don't want to interrupt. I got a few minutes at least.
we just started, right? I just got on. I started about 3-4 calls ago to open it up 15 minutes earlier. And so
Oh,
when I got here, Tim was already here and Mindy was already here, and I think Faith. And so I virtually just joined. And
Welcome, one and all.
yeah, and we
If you
have
like, I can make a crackling sound. I've got a
no,
packet of
no, no.
crisps.
And then we usually have
oh,
like,
don't tackle crisps. My goodness. I will launch over to Italy in super speedy time for crisps.
nice. Hey, Keith. And I think today, Eva, probably we will be talking about the tears, right? Because they came out the day after we had the last call on Monday. So I've been thinking actually maybe the Skool Buddies call would be better right after the school news or the day after. I don't know. Just an
Oh, that's
idea.
fun. So you can
Yeah,
chat about the things.
yeah, yeah. On the other hand, like this, we've had a week, to gather our experiences with the tears. So I think that would be something to talk about today, but it's open to you guys what you would like to talk about.
I can share my
I'm not
experience with it
shedding
so
any
far.
tears.
Go ahead, Tim.
Yes,
No, I said I'm not sharing my tears. I'm not shedding any tears because I don't know anything about it.
he's talking about tears.
Took
No,
me a moment.
You're not in school, right, Tim?
Well, I don't know. I was really shy at school. It's only when I got to about 40 that I started to muck about.
Oh,
but please, if go ahead. If you only have a few minutes, we would love to hear your experience with the tears.
Well, I think they've got some work to do on it, to be honest, in terms of making it easy. Don't know if you remember back when we had group settings really easy to find for a group. But about like maybe 6 or 7 months ago, they changed that. And so now instead of group settings, it says invite people right there, you know?
Yes,
And so that used to be group settings. So you could change to annual or you could like adjust your group settings and change your plan. I think having to make it hard for people to find it or send people to it or have the links, even though it's really nice in the calendar and the classroom that people can upgrade there, I really feel like it needs to be just generally something you can find. Like and it's how it goes like if you are upgrading on any platform really. Like on Loom, you get 25 free videos and then you have to upgrade if you want to continue and you learn about that from the beginning. And some people are advocating for a similar kind of system where even if you have the freemium, people can see ahead of time those options. And yeah, I just think it's weird that it's basically like hidden away unless we make the effort to send people to it. I don't like that at all. I'm actually really disappointed about that. And I love school. I think they're going to probably make it better over time, but there should be a tab at least, like bare minimum there should be a tab that says something like plans or, upgrades or something like that. And the fact that there isn't, it's just weird. It's honestly like I don't know. Although, for those who are very involved in a group, clicking over to the classroom, you see the things you'd have to upgrade for, and you see the things in the calendar you'd have to upgrade for. But I just think, I don't know. I just think we're missing something. I have already had somebody upgrade, which is good. But at the same time, I feel like if I want more people to upgrade, I'm gonna have to be the one to like initiate the marketing about it. And I just feel like in a freemium group, I don't want it to feel like it's a funnel. Do you know what I mean? I want it to feel like the values in the group and you're welcome in the group, and whether or not you upgrade, like we're still happy to have you there. We're still like all the things are good. I want to still have that nice feeling, but I also don't want it to be hard for people to find it. And I don't want to have like I don't have to make every one out of X number of posts something that like reminds you, hey, you can upgrade here. It's just, it's, and there's a group that I used to be very active in, and I got less active in it when it started to feel like a funnel. You can probably figure out which one it is, but it just, the vibe changed for me, and I don't want to have to do that. And at the same time, I do want people to be able to upgrade, you know, easily and to see it. And yeah. Any other thoughts on this? Are you all feeling kind of the same about this, or are you feeling like you're loving the way tiers are going, or what's the general consensus so far? Charlie?
Surely.
I think it's pretty awesome. I like tiers. I think obviously it's very beta, so all your complaints are valid in the sense of like where the heck are the tiers? Like people can't find them. I find that unless you have stuff locked off in your community, like on your classroom, that's the most reasonable way for people to find them, or you have calendar events only available to certain people. But what I'll do, my fix has been that when I'm in my group and I'm doing a call, so either I'm building a school for someone or I'm just auditing their community. If they like what they saw, I'm like, loved helping you. If you want more, I open up my URL, and all you have to do is go /plans
Yeah.
in your from your main page, and that'll open up your tiers presented by school. And I say, if you want more, this is what I offer for my premium and my VIP. I kind of explain it, and that's kind of been my method. And for me, it doesn't feel like I'm hard selling. It just feels like logically, I just gave you a shit ton of value. If you want more of that in the future, and you want more of my help, this is how much it costs, because I still need to pay my own bills. And so far, I've had 2 people sign up on my premium, and people are interested in my VIP too, because I put a lot of thought into how I can make them valuable for people. So yeah, but I do agree with you. Like, where the hell are the plans if you can't, like the Loom idea, like having a little ticker, like you can like customize your own little notification at the top, kind of like where the school calls are, where you could say like, get your free audit for $19 a month today, or have your school built for you if you upgrade now, or something like that. I think that is a smart idea, and maybe something we should post in Schoolers just as a feature request.
Yeah. I have other things I want to post about this week. But if you post about that, I will very much support and interact and engage and poke around on the thread to keep it floating up there.
Awesome. Yeah, I think maybe I'll write something up after this call.
I think that's good. Yeah, it's funny. I'm trying really carefully technically behind the scenes, we're allowed to have 3 posts per week. And one of my 3 posts is used up by doing the school news recap every Tuesday. So that means I have 2 posts per week, and I have to really be careful not to, because I could talk about a lot of things. It's
Yeah,
good
that's good.
though in Schoolers how they have the limit,
Yeah, I didn't know
because
that.
yeah, you only find out if you overdo it.
Yeah,
And it's also
I've been
1 per
told.
day.
Yeah, I've been told. Like I was talking with, I think it's Anya. No, it's Manya or something. One of the
Elena?
moderators. Elena.
Yeah.
She's been super helpful with me, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, because I had gotten a post removed because I accidentally self-promoted, and she's like, this is what you did wrong. Here's how you can fix it. And I was like, cool, I fixed it. Can I post that? And she said, no, just wait till tomorrow. We usually only let people post like once a day.
Yeah. I only know because I accidentally shared something that was sort of like an insider secret.
Oh
And
yeah.
they didn't want people to know about it, and that's why I got a post deleted. She's like, "Hey, we don't really want people to know about that." And I was like, "Oh." It
What
was
did
no
you
big deal.
share?
It was just how to reset your URL if you want to without having to pay the $100 fee.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Wow. Everybody's waiting. Yeah, I made a whole post about it and I was like, "Hey, just so y'all know." And then Elena was like, "No, no, no." No, no,
Yeah,
no. So how you
you're
do
not
that
gonna.
is the day before your plan is due, you swap over from pro to hobby, and that will immediately reset it and send your URL back into the abyss. And then you change it back to pro. And then when you change it back to pro, you'll get the charge that you were going to get anyways. And then you upgrade the URL to what you want it to be. I know all
Does
the
it
hacks. You got
that's
all
really
the
awesome.
hacks.
Does it
I
have to
just
be?
paid $100.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Does it have to be the day before, or can you
Uh,
switch anytime?
It could be any time, but you're gonna pay for an extra month if you like just
Yeah,
financially, if you're trying to
yeah,
avoid paying extra money, you may as well avoid paying extra money because if you're gonna do it when you just paid your $99, you may as well just pay the $100 because it's the same. And the other
yeah.
benefit to doing it the way that they want you to do it is that you keep both URLs and there's a redirect. So it's not a right use case for
Oh,
everybody. If you've already been posting the link around, you want the link to still work.
you're right.
So I've used this for some more complex use cases too. It's fun to figure out little hacks.
So
Um,
if you're Miss I know all the hacks, this should just turn in School Buddies hacks version. I feel like you should spill all the beans.
that's very funny. I don't want to. That's not right now. But hopefully this was helpful for anyone who wants to change their URL.
Okay.
Yeah. But so in terms of the rules, it's max of 3 times per week. It's max of 1 time per day and no self promo. So if you have whatever it is, it can't even possibly look or feel like self promo.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to use that group as a self promo anyway. So it kind of works out. Like I feel like when something is more subtle, then the right people find you. And
Yeah.
when it's
I
more
feel.
overt, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah. I've had my own run-ins with like absolutely no self promo because I come from a background of paid advertisements for local biz. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like if you don't have a CTA, what are you doing? You're wasting your client's money. So I'm just like I've been obviously traumatized into always having a CTA. So yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I created an MVP like membership card for my top member of the week, and it was really cool. I spent like 45 minutes on Canva. I made it like New York Knicks related because I love the team, and it was just really fun. And I even turned it into a GIF, and so I thought it was really cool. I gave it to the member, but then accidentally I gave it to the member, and I also posted it in Goosify because I'm like, yo, look how cool this is. What do you guys think? Is this a good idea? And little did I know, my marketing brain had put at the very bottom in like really small, like want to be next week's MVP, join the schoolyard to find out how or something. And then so there was a CTA, which I didn't even like. I thought I was posting something just to shout out my friend, and
Yeah.
it turned into a self promo thing. I'm like, oh shit, I really, really have to be super conscious about like breaking that traditional marketing brain whenever I'm on a school group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so tiny, isn't it? Right. That it's like you wouldn't even think. It's just,
Yeah, it's really
yeah.
funny to me because to get that post removed, they had to like zoom in and analyze every inch of the card. I'm like, oh, cool. At least my card was cool enough to zoom in on. Did I lie out?
Okay. I got my
So,
1 or 2 minute warning. I was just checking in with my daughter who's this is more time than I thought.
so what do we think, Dan? What was today's call about?
Yeah, talking about tiers, our experience with the tiers so far, and I agree with Eva about having it prominent somewhere where we could just look for those. And I was going to suggest the same thing as you said, Charlie, about the / plans and putting that as one of our 3 links we can list on the side.
Say
Oh,
like become an
You know,
MVP or become a VIP and have that link there. Yeah, that's smart.
right? Just here are our plans. That's where I could see, the workaround for that.
Rest in peace, the hobby plan guys like me.
Yeah,
oh,
obviously for the
yeah,
hobby plans that doesn't work, right?
yeah.
And the hacks part, I really love that because I always had this idea, even when I, just started Skool Buddies, that there would be a section where we have these little insider hacks. And now with the tiers, maybe that could be a VIP section or something. Because I also know some hacks that maybe people don't know.
I would love to know all the hacks. I'll pay you 45 cents for all your hacks.
Yeah. Per usage of it, right?
Oh, no, I was thinking one time.
Tempting, but no.
Oh,
Um, who else has some ideas about the tiers or what we just talked about, what Eva mentioned about the button, having changed from the settings?
If nobody wants to go, I do have something.
Yeah, sure.
Anybody else? Okay, so currently, you guys know Doug Bouthin from Community Creators Club?
Yes.
So Doug, I've spent quite a good sum of money with Doug like last year. Essentially, I'm just mini Doug, and he has these affiliate offers through OfferLab where you can sell his offers for 100% commission, which is pretty crazy. So what I've designed, since my community is about teaching people how to build schools and like be profitable in a weekend, I have attached to my premium tier. Doug offers like a white label course. So like how you can do share course key. He shares the course key with you. So I put that in my community, have it locked for premium members. So if they enter and they buy premium, they can then go through Doug's training about how to build a school, which is definitely better than mine because he just has more resources and more like money, essentially, and better like quality, and he's been doing it for longer. So I can give that to them, and then in the premium, I also say, you not only get to go through it yourself, but I will give you also the course key, and you can plug that into your own community because I'm starting to come along the philosophy that no matter what your community is, it's always smart to have at least one course where you kind of like, even if it's just a 5-minute loom, you show people, hey, if you really like my community and it's inspired you to build a community around what you're passionate about, this is how you build a school in like 5 minutes. Click this link, and then it's your affiliate link to have them create it. Because I think it's like perpetuating good vibes in the sense that you have a school community that people really like, you might inspire people, and then they just have an outlet for that inspiration. Otherwise, they might just kind of like let their inspiration die out because they don't have a clear path. So I think offering that API, not I keep saying API key, but that course key to members that upgrade to VIP is kind of, I'm really helping out other people's school groups because their school groups, once they get rocking and rolling, they can now act as an affiliate partner for school. It's almost like installing an affiliate funnel for them, kind of. And it promotes Doug's stuff, which he appreciates. And then in my VIP, I have Doug does one-on-one coaching for $10,000. And so I asked Doug, hey, can I, in my VIP, can I refer people that I think are a good fit with you? So it's invite only. To your affiliate offer, which that I was already allowed to do because I'm an affiliate of his. So I refer them to their offer lab. They go through his evergreen funnel. And then if I think they're qualified after they've gone through his funnel and kind of engaged with his stuff, I give him a DM and I say, I think this person's qualified to do your 10K one-on-one call. And I don't know, maybe I get them a discount, maybe I don't, but it's kind of like making that connection for them. And I think that's probably the most valuable part of my VIP membership.
Just saying
You need,
goodbye.
yeah,
It's
you need to
time.
go over. Bye for
Nice to
now.
see you all.
Thanks for
Bye for
joining.
now. My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye.
You are.
And hi, Mark.
Hello there.
Has anybody else used the sharing the courses like Kelly just said, the course key for part of your, I don't know, offer or to help people?
I haven't, but I do know people that have been doing that for some time. And it works really well. It works really well.
Yeah, I think it's clever. Like even Goosify, like how Goosify has made his all his classroom like level upable. Whenever I teach someone how to build a school, I essentially I literally copy and paste his stuff into their classroom, and then I say I essentially just gave you a template, make this your own, and then get back to me. And so they do that. So what I might actually do now this idea is coming to me is even for free members, is I give them all the course keys to like their level 1 through 7, let's say. And instead of copy and pasting Goose's stuff, I just kind of like have a template. So like fill out here, like this part, you tell your members why they should be here. This part, you define like what your community is about. And this part, you teach them how to level up. I think that actually is not a bad idea.
I do something a little bit different, but I don't charge for it and I don't take affiliate for it. So and that doesn't make me any different. It just makes me want to help my members in the same way. So I invite in guests from other communities, but also from outside that will then sit in the classroom. I won't ever charge for that information, but it's expertise that I don't have that will give my members a more rounded view of how they can help their dogs. And so I have guest speakers come in, friends that I've trained with, worked with in the past. And it's nice to be able to support those too, even though they're not on school. And you never know, they might come into school, but I doubt it. They love their Insta. So I kind of do the same, and it sits in the classroom, but yeah, it sits there just as an addendum for my members.
Yeah, I think that's pretty smart. I personally, whenever I like jive with somebody, I join their community, I check out what they teach, and then I send them a DM and I say, I really like your community, I really like your stuff. Do you want to do a collab webinar in either of our communities? And I think it's just smart because you're just kind of perpetuating good vibes. Like if Skool Buddies has to teach, like has a bunch of insider knowledge on school because you guys have been around for so long, and I feel like it would be really cool to show my members about that insider knowledge. It's like a win-win because I'm promoting Skool Buddies, and then Skool Buddies is teaching my members something valuable.
That makes sense. Yeah, go ahead, Keith.
Oh, I was just agreeing. It all sounds good. I'm surprised Mindy thought that there should be a button on the side. So I think it'd have to be very specific because she usually doesn't like to have like advertising. So I was a little more interested in what kind of button she was thinking of, but she had to go. So but she did seem to like your idea, Dan, about just having one of those 3 links linked to it.
What she was talking about is, where it now says invite somebody to that community, right? Before, that button led you to the settings of the community. And now it's not direct anymore, right? You have to go, I think, via your profile to end up in the community settings.
You can click the 3 dots in the top right on mobile, I know, and then that pulls up.
Yeah, on mobile it's different, right? Yeah.
Huh.
So is that right that members can't easily see the different tiers from where they are? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. If you
Oh,
add
then.
plans to your URL,
Yeah.
/plans, it'll show you the plans. And I
Right.
think that's really handy. And that's what I now do when I go to a community. If I quickly want to know, how have they done the tiers and
Mhm.
how have they structured it, just add plans and you have it right there. But
Oh, perfect.
where is that, like button or tab for your member to see what your plans are?
You know
Yeah.
what it is? It's probably just it's on you to have that link all over, like your intro document, have it in your classroom, in your start here. You just need to show the link. It's just adding an
Yeah,
extra step for us. I know it's not as convenient, but like in your start here, be like, everything's free. Everything that you see is free for life. If you're wondering what reserved for VIP members means in the classroom, click here.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But if people are thinking they want to upgrade, wouldn't it be really lovely if they could just see what they could upgrade to?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love the workaround. I'm now going to go around and change all my links. Thank you.
I,
No worries.
I have a question for Angela. Is it just me? Did I just notice that recently, or have you started a new community that is getting traction?
I just changed the name.
Okay,
Um, so I bought the URL Skool Dogs. And so, yeah, my community is called Skool Dogs. And I'm getting members just for that. I'm convinced.
I love it. I
Every
also love
day, more
the
and more.
the about page cover image and everything. I think that's that could really help you for your other community, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, that's Mindy's plan for me.
very
Nice.
nice.
And the
Because
design was Mindy too. She came up with the design. It was when we saw it, it was just like, oh my God, this is awesome.
very
Add.
nice. I think that's the community we will promote in today's replay of this call. I'll add it there.
Oh, thank you.
A little tip: go into Goosify and look up school dog. Like within the last 3 days or something, someone created a school dog image. So I would take that and run with that. Like that's your new mascot.
Angela.
Take what? Steal someone else's stuff. That's not for me.
Well, I don't
What
think I
what
don't
are
think
you
they, I don't
saying,
think
Charlie?
no, I don't think they're using it for anything. I think they just posted it in the community because they thought it was funny. They just made, how the
Oh,
school dog, the school cat like perches on the like search bar or whatever.
oh
They
yeah,
just
yeah,
made
yeah.
Yeah, they just made a school dog diagram, and they said like, "Is this cool? Do you guys like it?"
Hmm.
Oh, I shall
Yeah.
have a look.
Yes, I would recommend.
Yeah, I think you should at least know what's going on in that space, I guess, right? But then there is, I don't know, so many cat people, so many dog people, and it's sooner or later somebody will create a school dog or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have this thing that I'm doing in my community where I create lore, which is a millennial term or a Gen Z term for just story, it's like story and kind of world building. So I'm Charlie West. I had my friend name himself Charlie East, and so we've like created this entire lore or story world where we're at odds and we're like old Western characters and we hate each other and like we cause chaos in each other's lives. And I have a free training about how to create the videos because I use Notebook LM in my school. But what that's really done for me is give my school a bunch of personality, and people really like it. Like everybody I onboard or just talk to when they first join, I always show them the first lore video, and it's well done. Like Notebook LM does a good job of making the story entertaining. So like it's entertaining. They sit down for like 7 minutes and watch the video, and at the end they're always like, "Wow, how did you do that? It's so cool. It's so funny." And what I've tied into that, and I think is super important for a school group's engagement, is to create teams, like teams within your group off of that lore. So obviously with us, we got Team West, which is me, and Team East, which is my friend Juliana. And so I have a poll in both my intro post and my first like lore video post, where it's like, are you Team West or Team East? And each group has its own personality. And I think having people join kind of mini groups that can be like jokingly at odds with each other in your community is huge. So, because it's definitely increased engagement for me, because people will just post like, it's nothing of value, but they're just like, just did a bike ride today. That's a point for Team West. Fuck you, Team East. Like, my community is a little vulgar because it kind of reflects my humor, and my humor is a little dark, but it's funny that way. So what I would suggest for Angela's community is do I can send you the video so you don't have to join my school, but I can send you how to make the lore videos. And I would make one for like the invention of the school dog. Like, you have him like born in some like lab or something, and the school cat was like his villain origin story or whatever. And then in your community, like as part of your intro post, you go, are you team cat or team dog? And obviously as the dog community, you'll have all the team dogs, but then you'll also have a couple people that just want to swerve just for the sake of it. And then they'll go team cat. And then that'll just be instant engagement for your community, because people will just be like, oh my God, how are you team cat? Do you not see what this school is named? How dare you? Da 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 da. And then for me, it's just like so much fun in terms of creative expression to like have those videos and joke around with my friends. And with the power of AI, like creating it takes me no work. I get such good quality. Like I've had AI create me 100-page Word document with all the angles and like the characters and the storylines and the nuances and the locations and like all of this stuff in a Google Doc. So every time I create a new story, I say, this was the last story. We ended here. This is my world building doc. Create the next story and make it like super captivating. And I think another cool thing I just did was, and if anybody wants me to stop talking, just give me a shout. But another cool thing I did was I went through and created a bunch of memes. Like I went on ChatGPT and had a meme GPT create me a bunch of memes around my lore and around like Goose. Because I don't know, has any of you heard of the desktop Goose?
No, not me.
It's an old like 2017 kind of Chrome extension where you look up desktop Goose, and then it spawns a little goose that walks around your screen as you're hanging out. And it's like very small, but he walks around, and you can like code him to randomly attack, which means like every, I don't know, 60 to 90 seconds, he will run after your cursor, and he literally like bites the cursor and like takes it out of your control. And it's so cute. So I always have that open when I'm recording anything, because it's kind of like, it makes the videos more engaging, because like every once in a while I'm like, oh fuck, he stole my cursor, damn it. And it takes like a 5-second pause as I get it back, which is, I find funny. But the Goose also has this other capability that it'll like walk off of your screen, and then it'll drag in images from a meme library. So it'll drag in, like the original ones are like, the Goose says like, if I can't find chaos, I will create it. And it's like this image of the goose with like a knife in its mouth, and it's really funny. And so I have those, and what I did is I created a bunch of memes from a GPT. I went back and forth with it for like an hour, uploaded those to the Goose. Like, so it'll pull on some like schoolyard specific memes when I'm recording, which I think is fun. And then I offered that GPT, like I just hit copy link, so it already has all the work I put in creating the memes, and it has like, and that link I put in my community. I said, hey, if you want to find your spot in the lore, create these memes, and at the end of every month, whoever has the highest upvoted meme, I'll give you premium for 2 months for free. So yeah, that was a lot, but kind of some cool stuff I'm doing.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Sorry.
Any feedback for Charlie? What Charlie's doing?
I think it's really interesting. Yeah, definitely filling in gaps where maybe even people didn't realize that it could be useful for them is really good. So,
Yeah, I think it's fun. And that's really what matters at the end of the day, is if your community is still fun for you, because otherwise you're going to burn out. So keeps it fun for me.
that's true.
I think what you suggested about having subgroups within your community, like these two teams, I do see how that can work, but it's probably depends from community to community what that looks like, right?
Yeah, like
With the lore you built, that works perfectly.
Yeah, I had a friend hop on one of my calls yesterday, and he runs a photography school, and he kind of had the same complaint of like, well, obviously it works for you, you're East versus West. How would that work for photography? I was like, well, just be creative. Think of like how you started your photography journey, and you could even make up a story. So I said, you're gonna make up a story right now. You're gonna say why I got into photography was because one time my friend was filming a video of me on Snapchat and I fell down the stairs. And then he posted that to Instagram, and the video was well filmed and it got like 10,000 views. And from there, I was like, wait, I want to practice my photography to get myself 10,000 views. And like, let's say that's his origin story behind becoming a photographer. He can then make a lore video about that story, have like a storytelling GPT write it for him, and just say, by the end of this, have them choose like team stairs or team elevator. Because like part of his story could be like, and from that moment on, I only take the elevator. I will never walk down a set of stairs again. I think it just gives like flavor to a community, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Mindy, you've been quiet.
Yes, indeed, I am. It's fine. It's nice. It's like for once, just observe. Yeah, it's nice.
Nice. Have you introduced tiers in your community?
Put them into place, but not really talked about it yet, because I still figure out. Well, I'm waiting for tomorrow. Hopefully, Sam is like letting us putting up members manually. That's kind of what I'm waiting for, because right now I don't have the option at all.
What do you mean by that for people who don't know?
There is not an option to move your free members to a tier.
Yeah, you can't like drag and drop. It's really annoying.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can't. So if they were paid already, then you can move them. But if they were free, you can't. The only option is to let everybody pay $1, and that I'm not going to do. So I'm waiting for tomorrow.
Yeah, I suppose within this, when you think about it, we only see our like small group here, let's say, and then our community with our, I don't know, a few hundred members. But school-wide, imagine how many people must have contacted them with things that are missing or not working in this tier system. So I'm sure they will announce new stuff or fix stuff to make it better.
Yeah, he said he would, because it's not, well, you need to have the possibility to move a member.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can't go bother anybody. No. Unless they were already paying.
And I was
Well, and I think the unless they were already paying was only when you very first uploaded or like created your tiers. I remember hearing on the school call that that's like as a one-time thing. Like your paid members, when you very first create the premium, you can like force them into a tier, or not force them, but like drag them.
Yeah, but all of them in one time. It's like all of them. I don't want all my members in a tier.
Yeah, it's all of them in one time. But what I'm saying is, I think it's in a one-time thing. Like if you go try to do that again, if someone like became a paid member, just paid you like $1, and then you tried to drag and drop them, I don't think that's an option. I think it was only
No. But that will be an option from tomorrow, probably. He said it would be next week, and that was last week. So let's hope for it.
Cool.
There is a workaround, but it's a pain if you want to move like multiple members. Did you see
Yeah.
the workaround? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I saw it. Well, it's a workaround to give them access to everything, but they are still not in that tier.
Oh, so
So
if you set something as like a Zoom or something, they won't have access to that? Is that
yeah, you can
part
give
of
them
it?
access to everything, but if you go to your members, they will still be on the original tier. It will not move the members. It will only give them access to whatever you put in the workaround. So it's
Okay.
working for urgent things, but I prefer just waiting until they fix it.
And for the most part, that's just manual access to modules inside of a classroom.
Yeah.
I
Right.
found another cool use case of tiers is I had somebody that wanted to build, like I built her school, but she wanted it private. But I was already doing it under her affiliate link, so I didn't need payment. So I created a calendar event, had it open to all members, had her hop in, and then I went back to my calendar and made it VIP only. And she was allowed to stay in the call, like it didn't boot her out or anything, but nobody else was able to join. So that like is a way to privatize calls.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh.
Mark, did you have any feedback about that?
I had a bit of a thought regarding paid communities that, for example, they're already priced as quite high ticket. And I've seen an example of a community that decided to take its, they're doing tiers, and it's just two options, both of them paid. This is inside of a paid group that we're talking, so there's no promotion. But the thing is, they decided to pretty much 10 times their price, and that's on the standard pricing. The thing is, if someone's already in there, whichever, I suppose, plan they get moved on to by the owner, they still retain their previous pricing because they still retain the grandfather clause, right? So that doesn't change.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Yeah, because I remember the group in question used to cost something like $5,000, even $3,000 per year. Now it's become on their standards plan $3,000 a month.
Wow.
Just to give you an idea, their VIP became what,
Wait, how much? How much?
10,000 a month.
A month? Oh my
Yeah.
word!
Yes.
Wow.
I won't name the community in question, but what I will say is that they experienced massive churn last January.
Yeah, I can imagine which one that is.
No question about it.
Yeah, I think with these tiers, we're going to see nice fixes to it, just like we saw here with the School Live calls, how things have been added and made better over the weeks that followed. I think the same will happen with the tiers. So looking forward to tomorrow's school news to see what will be announced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Let's see what they come up with.
Were you here when I put the idea out there? What about if we would make Skool Buddies right after the school news, the Skool Buddies Live I'm talking about, right after the school news, or the day after the school news, or keep it like this?
Oh, day after, please.
The day after?
Oh no, day after is Mindy's call.
Yeah, and Mark's call.
Day after at 6. Yeah, let's have a triple collision.
Oh dear.
No, it was just an
It's bad
idea.
enough that my time clashes with Mindy's.
Yeah. It was just an idea because then we, would have something to talk about what was announced on the school news. Here we're a week behind.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we have a week of experience with what has been announced.
Mhm.
I think yes, but I also think it's a cool dynamic to have almost just before the school call like we do now, because we've had a week to test it out ourselves, to come up with our own problems. And I think talking about problems is better, I don't know, in my opinion, because it's more of a reflection conversation. Like everybody's been messing with them and has their own insights. I don't know, that's just me. I'm sure a call afterwards would be more exciting.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Right after the call, it'll be like all hype, but no
Yeah.
experience, right? And here we have a week of experience with what has been released.
Which I personally find more valuable, because like more
I think
reflective conversations are better.
I think working on projects for like 30 odd years, I find that if we had the call like now, when it's so close to someone else has already made decisions and changes are coming, then it's kind of like, oh, we only spoke about that yesterday and we were going to raise it as a as a thing. There's always like, no matter when you do it though, there's always going to be like a time variation, isn't there?
Yeah.
So yeah, damn. But that's the day of my call, so I'm straight after school news with my community. My
Angela,
weekly
what's
call.
your community about, Angela?
It's about canine health, Charlie. Do you have a dog?
I do not. I have a cat. I could be team cat if you'd like.
Oh, that would be so interesting.
Yeah, that would be funny. I could
Well,
be
we do
the
have people
villain.
who have cats too, but it's a dog health community.
I could be the villain of your community.
Oh, I don't need any more of those in my
Oh
free,
no.
especially.
Okay.
Lots of spammers.
Yeah. How big is your community?
Oh, it's tiny. It's just started. So I've only got 70 something members at the minute. So yeah, it's brand new.
Okay.
Doesn't make it any less important though, Charlie.
No, not at all. I'm gonna join yours afterwards.
Oh no. Don't you dare
Hey.
come on and post cat emojis all over the place.
What if I say, hi everybody, here's a picture of my dog, and then I just put all my pictures of my cat?
Might be fun. They'll think you're a spammer, so they might all report you, but yeah, that'd be fun.
Fair enough. I'll risk it for the biscuit.
So summoning the cat in your community, Angela, doesn't happen often.
No. But it's just like a chit chat. That's the free community is just like a chit chat community.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's whatever it needs to be on the day that it exists.
Nice. That's nice and philosophical.
What are you guys' thoughts about the community? How can I say this? So before we had free community, paid community, right? Before the tiers, and we have separate communities attached. So the paid people hang out with the paid people, and the free with the free. Now with the tiers, we have people who are on a free plan, who are on a paid or a VIP plan, but there's only one community. Where do, let's say, the VIP people have their own private community area? Does
I think
that
they
bother
just need to
anyone?
add. You just need to add categories for like VIP members only.
Yeah, currently that cannot be done though. Would
Yeah,
that be something?
I'm sure they'll come up with it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
said it was coming like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I posed the question about it. He did say that it wasn't going to be on like version 1, but it is coming. They were aware of it.
What other communities have been doing in the past is having instead private courses before this even existed. And if, for example, they wanted something that was, let's say, off-platform, like a private, let's say, Telegram or a WhatsApp group, that was linked to the private course.
Yeah. That's as a workaround, that makes sense, right? But within school, so I'm not the only one who feels like that. So I understand from Faith, if they've talked about this, that there's other people who are looking forward to something like that.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
I think it's a big deal for a lot of people, Dan. My members started to kick back a little bit about that, my paid members. And it's not like $1 million to join the community. But I've sort of come up with just like a manual way of, so if I'm asked a question in my paid community, I'm going to answer it top level. But people will then know, if you want to dig deeper on this, then you have to jump into my premium for those lessons. So there won't be lessons per se in the freemium, in the free area.
Right.
I will still answer questions, but I'll answer it top level. So here are the things to do to, I don't know, soothe your dog's nervous system. But inside the premium, we actually go into the science behind that, and I explain why that works and the how. So I give them the what in the community, so they still get in value, but I give them the how in the premium. That's how I think I will do it. But if Sam beats me to it and gives us a solution, then I'm all in.
Yeah, I think it's needed, because if we, ask people to pay more to be part of a, let's say VIP circle, then why, would we ask them to hang out with everybody else who's not VIP to talk about our special stuff we have in the VIP classroom, right?
Yeah, I agree.
To me, that it just doesn't fit. So yeah, looking forward to see how they solve that. But as I always say, whatever they've introduced, I was impressed how sleek and simple, and it works, right? So it'll be something like that, I'm sure.
And also, I find that depending on how your tiers are priced, it's a pretty easy sell. Like I had someone, I'm helping her with her school, and she's like, she feels guilty for me doing a lot of work for free. So she's like, how can I compensate you? Do you want me to pay you hourly? I was like, hourly would be a lot of money for you. How about you just do the $19 a month plan? And for her, it's a no-brainer, because $19 is probably just 1 hour. But for the month, I'll definitely give her, I don't know, 4 to 8 hours worth of work probably. So I think when you can translate it to like hourly work of what you give them, depending on how much the monthly is, makes it a little more seamless.
Yeah, and monthly subscription is always better, I think.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes left.
I need to get going since it's time to start cooking, but nice being here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Mark.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah,
Have a
enjoy.
great time. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Mark.
Does anybody want the last 5 minutes to be a masterclass of how to recover from an ACL tear? Because that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, I can talk about that with dogs.
Oh yeah,
What
dogs
did
can
you
tear their
do?
ACLs.
Yeah, it's not ACL though. It's a
Okay.
CCL with dogs.
Okay, well,
But how'd you do it?
I was playing varsity basketball for my university during the summer. I was getting recruited by them and going through some scouting scrimmages, and it was just bad luck. I got bumped the wrong way, and my leg went behind me the wrong way, and my knee just kind of rotated on itself and shredded through everything. Like I tore my ACL, my meniscus, my MCL, and my ALL. So
What do
almost
they
collected the
do with the meniscus then in a human? Do they replace it or?
I think they're just gonna stitch it together. Not stitch it together, but like pinch it together, and then it heals on its own. I'm not
Oh,
not the guy to ask. I'm just kind of happy I'm
trying
feeling
to
better.
deal with it. Just dealing with it.
Exactly. I was on crutches for 8 weeks, so even just walking around is plenty of fun for me.
Did you have the other leg x-rayed?
No, I did not, but I don't think I needed it. Why do you ask?
You should, because you should, Charlie, because it can be a result of trauma, but it can also be a result of disease, which is what they recognize now in humans. So yeah,
Actually,
just
I
as a
do think
precaution.
okay, great advice. I do think actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I did get x-rayed because I definitely got my right one x-rayed, and I was lying on a table where both my legs were in it. So
Good.
I
So it's
think so.
covered and there's no disease. Good.
Yeah. But I also have a predisposition to ACL tears because my legs hyperextend quite dramatically because I'm very tall.
Ow.
So just the
Yeah.
fact that there is a hyperextension at all is like amplified by the fact that I got a lot of limb to me. So yeah.
After your body, Charlie, because it doesn't look after you as you get older. So you need to look after it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So I didn't do this when I was in karate competition, and I'm suffering for it now.
Yeah, I found that it's super important to like the most important thing is just like core and flexibility. You only practice
Exactly
that.
what I teach in dogs. Exactly.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like I paid you to say that.
And this is your self promo bid. So look at this. I'll be expecting my commission check in the mail anytime soon.
Yeah, send it to me when you have a really great X-ray post-op, post recovery.
All right, I'll send it. Ooh, but yeah, ACL tears are not fun. I probably will talk about that in my community eventually.
Sorry, guys, just jumped in there. Anything medical, and I'm in. Like, send me the goriest film and documentary to watch, cry, anything like that. Yeah, it's me.
Well,
So sad.
I just helped a lady. Her name is Nadia, and I met her through school. And I had a meeting with her IRL, and I built out her school from scratch. And she's big into like mindset and nervous system resetting. And for me, it's always a little wishy-washy. It's just how I was raised. But then, like halfway through, she just casually mentions that she's an MD. Like she has a PhD in medical sciences. I'm like, oh, and she's written an entire like published article book about. So it really fired me up. I'm super excited to build and promote her school because I think it's going to help a lot of people. I think she's got a lot of wisdom.
Another thing I do for dogs is a nervous system reset. Sorry, just had to jump in there.
Nice. How did you learn all this? Like, how do you learn? Like, what type of rabbit hole did you fall down that you know how to?
Oh my God,
reset?
I was a senior exec for a global pharmaceutical company, and I had always wanted to be a vet, but couldn't face the day that would come when I would have to euthanize an animal, and that's the reason I didn't pursue it. And yeah, sad, pathetic story about how I then didn't become a doctor. But I've gone full circle now, and I work with dogs, and I feel it's just like such fun. I just feel like it's not even a job. I feel really guilty when people tell me that, yeah, they've had a really terrible day at work, and
Yeah, you're
like,
like, oh,
that's
I have not. I've been laughing all day. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. I think that's a misconception with all my friends. Is all my friends like I'm in physical education because I want to be a physics ed teacher and because I know I'm very good with kids. I've always kind of been a child whisperer, as my mom says. I'm very active. I have a lot of experience in like varsity sports. Like actually, because of my bachelor that I'm currently completing, I'm only in year one, so starting. I've gotten a gig where I'm going to be the head coach of the 7 and 8, grade 7 and 8 basketball team for my old high school, which is great for me
Nice.
because that old high school is full of rich people. I went there on a scholarship. Like the tuition is like, now that it's fully privatized, it's like 30 grand a year or something. It's ridiculous.
Whoa.
So getting in there on the ground level is awesome. I'm super excited. I actually have my first tryout that I'm hosting today. And but why I bring this up is because I'm doing phys ed because I did a lot of reflecting after my pre-university, like 2 years, where I was going hard on health sciences, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this so that I'm setting myself up for my career. Like I'm getting these grades but it was always like when I get good grades and when I get into whatever program that will make me a lot of money, I'll be happy. And then I got into kind of like the self-help grind, and I was like, I read from, I think, Naval Ravikant, that why would you hold your happiness hostage? Like never say like, I'll be happy when I get into engineering, or I'll be happy when I have my PhD, because then you're removing yourself of happiness in the present moment, which is just dumb. And so I did a lot of reflecting. I had the grades to go into like med school or into law or into engineering. And
Charlie, sorry, darling. We've hit the ground zero. We're literally going to be booted out of this call.
Yeah, we've run out of time for this
Sorry.
week. No worries. But it was so lovely of you all to join, and I love the discussions, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, me too. Dan, I have a favor to ask you. If you're up for it, can you send me the recording of this, like the download link for the recording for this, so I can chop out the bits where I don't know what I talked about, but use it for content if you consent to it?
We will post the replay, and I'll send you a DM about that.
Okay, amazing. Thank you.
Cool. All right, guys.
Don't forget to plug Skool Buddies, Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
I will. Well, actually, I do that in all my, I have a bunch of joint webinars in my classroom under a class called Things I'm Trying. And I always plug with my referral link. I say, join. The guy that I talked to is awesome. He teaches XYZ, and I have so much fun in this community. I'm creating another course where I'm going to do schools for schoolers, because I like rhyming. I have tools for schools and I have schools for schoolers. So I'm going to do literally an entire course about, I recommend this community. This is why I recommend it. This is my experience, what I've done, what I've accomplished through them. Join here, and it'll just be a referral network like that.
Great. Okay. We are going to kick you out now.
All right. Bye-bye.
So good luck with the tryouts.
Yes. See you guys next week.
Okay,
bye for now.
Bye.